What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Wuchi, aka the Chocolate Monster, aka the African Wizard. And you already know it's your favorite Afrobeats podcast in the world, Underground Unreleased. Of course, I'm here. Wale's here.
With Wale the Cookie Monster.
Wale the Cookie Monster.
Yeah,
Not like
I actually like cookies. That's what they call me at work, low-key.
Wale the Apple Monster. Nobody calls you that, bro.
I'm dead ass.
No fucking way they call
I'm not
you
joking.
that.
They call me Cookie Monster.
Ain't no way.
I'm not joking, yeah.
Why do they call you the Cookie Monster?
Because I love cookies.
You love cookies?
Yeah.
What kind of cookies? Like the Dr. Umar kind of cookies or like actual
Girl
cookies?
Scout cookies.
Girl Scouts cookies.
I buy it every year.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like a cookie guy.
Yeah. Because that's the only hard cookie you can find in the US here. They don't really have like hard. Their cookies here are just soft. They think the soft cookies.
You don't like soft cookies?
I don't. Oh wait, which cookie are you talking about?
Oh, I
You did this.
Oh, because you know you.
I'm like, you did this.
Should I have
I'm
done
like,
this?
I mean, I like soft cookies though. If
like
that's
soft
what you're talking about, yeah.
Okay.
I like him softs. When they're too hard, they're uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, me on the other hand, I have to say, consciousness over cookies for me. But you look like you have some things to get off your chest.
Well, I just want to start by saying how disappointed I am in our current system when it comes to capitalism.
Oh.
As you can see, I'm using a Pikachu. Is this Pikachu? A Jigglypuff case iPhone 11. I had an issue with my phone. If my phone broke yesterday, and I was trying to get it fixed, and Apple wants me to fix my entire phone. I want to fix my screen. It's have to fix my back and my mic before they can fix my phone. So fuck Apple. That's what I want to get off my chest.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm getting a Samsung. After this, I'm going to a Samsung shop. Samsung, if you want to sponsor.
I don't know if Samsung is doing anything with pods, though.
Yeah, Apple has to make it up to us. So they need to make it up. They need to make it up to us. I don't care if they're a $1 trillion company.
Apple, we're still cool over here.
But I hide the Apple so that no shots gets out.
I don't use an apple. I use a mango.
Yeah.
It's a mango.
It's a pear
Some
3.
days it's a guava. Depending on what season it is. But we're in here, man. Mm-hmm. It's good to be back. And, it's funny that you're talking about capitalism because we're starting to have this conversation about how much things have changed in Afrobeats. It seems like the foreign record labels that started investing in 2020, 2021, are now pulling back from giving Afrobeats artists that much of an advance. And people, listeners, fans, enthusiasts, all of the above, are looking at that as a sign that the culture or the genre is declining.
It's not declining.
As a consumer, do you share that sentiment?
No, I disagree. They're just doing what they do. It's just like when something starts up new, they give you like very good deals to attract you.
Right.
And then once it's going to the point where it kind of plateaus,
Yeah.
that's when they try to, okay, now, that doesn't, it's not indicative of the genre itself slowing down or going down. It's just corporatism doing what corporates do best. They attract you with deals and with perks.
Yeah.
And then once they have you reeled in, they because they've trying to undermine it the entire time. The record label have been trying to undermine the genre for a while now. So, but no, I don't see this as a slowdown or anything.
I don't think so too, but on the music end of things, do you think that Afrobeat has gotten worse? The quality of the music.
Remember, that's the first thing that we talked about, and that's it going when Afrobeat to the world.
Yeah.
And that was my issue with that entire thing. Because you're trying to cater to the world, and you're watering down the type of music that you make, the sound itself. So because of that, people are kind of like complaining as it's not losing traction. It's just sounding. But why me? I have hope, and I love being black in general. Is we can always reset. So once it starts to slow down, either someone new comes up or So we always reset. I think there's a reset now with Marvel, and it's only going to reset even more as we go. So I don't think it's going anywhere, honestly.
Is that reset positive? Is it a positive reset?
It's a good reset. It's a positive reset. Yes.
So do you take back everything you said about Marvel last year?
I didn't say bad about him. I was critical.
No, I'm not saying you said anything bad, but like you were very skeptical and you didn't really believe that. Or at least
did exactly
your
what we
sentiment
said.
at the time was that he's not versatile and there's only so much he can do and that he needs the features. Do you still stand by that?
I said a lot more than that too, but
You did, but those are the main.
versatility. I said he needs to evolve because he is his own separate type of thing. With his
And
music.
plus, at the time, you couldn't name that many of his
songs. Yeah, so now he's making. I said now they're creating different beats that is for originally to him.
Uh-huh.
So that's what makes him versatile because with what was already existing, I can't imagine the Marvel verse on it. A lot of the songs that you've heard him on has been like something except that Sari Wagba song,
Money Constant.
Money Constant song. But everything that sounds like his own type beats. Same thing with Shadi Poppy. It was like they had their own very niche type of beats that they made that they could sing on. So he has that already, and people usually would evolve to that. And he's versatile because he did that body, this thing, he did Money Constant. So I think he has proven me wrong in that sense. Area.
In that sense. And it's interesting because when we're having this conversation about whether Afrobeats is declining or not, people are pointing to Marvel as a sign that Afrobeats is trash now, is going down because how can he be?
He did that with Shadi Poppy too now.
He's not a superstar. What is he even talking about? And and I think that's crazy. I would rather have a culture where there's somebody that's the top guy, somebody who's holding it down, somebody who's really repping, the guy that everybody, the most sought after person. When I say guy, this is gender neutral. It could be a babe self. But I feel like it's better to have somebody that is repping, that's kind of carrying onto maybe something different pops up as well, than to just have a genre where it's like everybody is just mid to trash tempo, like everybody's just like on one kind mid level like that.
But
because I've seen Afrobeats have that.
We've
had that.
They just don't consume it.
We've had that. No, I'm saying we've had those lows where it was like nobody was really putting on, and it was just like damn.
And then the next year it's like it goes crazy.
Then the next year or like 2 years after, then it starts going crazy. But like those points in time, like a full year of mid music is, is like it feels like longer than it feels like 10 years. And so having
that was 2023.
2023 for you.
Yeah,
I feel like there was a time before that. There was a time before these new age artists and stuff where, the Timayas and Two Faces, I think, were still kind of active, and the sound was just not.
Still.
It was still for me. I forget what year that was, but I started listening to more hip hop.
2012.
It was before 2011.
Because that was when
2011.
that Timaya and Two Faces slowed down.
They were starting to slow down.
It was like hip hop that
but
came
it was
up.
before that, because 2011 was a D'banj started. That was when his good music thing, Oliver Twist era, 2011.
That was my favorite era from then.
Yeah, but this period of time I'm talking about is before that, maybe like 2-3 years before that. And at the time, all I was listening to was hip hop.
Okay.
I was not. I stopped listening to Nigerian music, not on some. I'm bigger than listening to Nigerian. It just wasn't doing anything for me. Hip hop at the time was still hot. DJ Khaled was still getting it right with his features. Still had the anthems out. Lil Wayne was still that guy. Everybody was looking for a feature from. T-Pain was still popping at the time. Busta Rhymes was still rapping. Like it was that period of time. So having been on that side of things, I would rather have, even if I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, I like what's happening for him. I like what's happening for him. And even if you don't like his music, you feel like he doesn't have substance. However you may feel about him, I think that guy is a superstar. You know the reason why I think he's a superstar. Look, right. He's like an awkward. He's like the awkward classmate. You know, like you look.
I like that about him, though.
Yeah, like he's built, like he's awkward. He's just like, you look at him, the way he carries himself, even when he's on stage.
It's not intentionally awkward. So that's what I think.
No, that's just him.
Yeah, it's just awkward. But
when you talk about, when people like to talk about aura, that's his aura. That's his own aura. That's his vibe. That's his vibe. And when you see him on stage, he's walking. This is how he's walking. He's doing that like holding the mic
and upgrade his stage presence, though.
Yes,
but you can't be doing that switch thing because people go by your energy. Yeah,
I get you, but I think I give him that grace of like you didn't have the benefit that other artists have, where you have like that 1 year plus of artist development before they put you out there and stuff. This guy he's been grinding. He's still a student, right? Things just started to click for him later half of last year, and he's carried on into this year. Again, has already had a song with Wizkid, has a song with Davido. Ayra Starr has been on his remix. You know, it's that kind of thing where he's that guy. They just dropped together, by the way. And his song is doing better on the charts. I'm not a chart person myself, but I think to an extent that's an indicator of how well people are receiving some of the music. So when people are talking about Afrobeats is declining and stuff, I can't respect it, especially when it's coming from the people that are supposed to be the cultural commentators, the journalists, like Joey Yakan and friends, like you guys that like to say, I told you so, you're so happy. Like, why are you so giddy at the idea that the culture is cooked?
I don't know.
I know you don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Those of you who pay attention to certain like parts of the Nigerian music space and stuff, you know who this guy is. And he's very much like on that, yeah, it's declining. So recently he's like, yes, I told you so. See, now they have left you guys, they are no longer investing that money. You thought the money will last forever. Why are you so happy about that? And like, do you want
Is he bald?
He actually is.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to know.
It sounds like bald nigga activity, doesn't it?
Yeah, because the first thing that came to me when he said it, I want to just like put him.
That's crazy that you
slapped his back of his head. Yeah,
even though you don't
is he
know
older?
who he is. I think it's like 30s. He's not like 40s.
Yeah, you can chop it too. If it's his 30s, you can chop. You can be moped properly.
Wow,
you can't be. It's your own journal now. Are you talking? Are you happy for your own journal to be?
Maybe Baba is not making that much money from it right now, because again, if you're making a lot of bread from it, you shouldn't be happy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you're doing well
on a serious note,
you shouldn't be happy about that.
You should be critical of your guys so they can change. You should be
definitely be critical, but don't be oh my god, I told you so. Okay, so now what? Plus, you're fucking wrong. It's not cooked. It's not cooked.
Actually, it's not.
It's just in a stage of like transitional stage. That's all that it is.
It's plateau. Yeah, it's just right now.
That's all that it is.
It's flat. Yeah, people are still, a lot is happening right now. Plus, so the attention is a good time for Afrobeat to take over again, because of exactly what's happening in the world. People need a distraction.
Yeah, it is a lot going on too, though, politically, and we're not really going to get into all of that.
People need a distraction, yeah. So you guys lock in,
And I also would rather have somebody that comes out and is kind of doing his own thing, where it's like people can't really replicate it like that. He's adding something new to the culture, whether you like it or not. You have to admit it's different.
Mavabi? Yeah,
it is definitely different.
I follow him. I listen to his news. I like all his stuff. I repost all his stuff.
Yeah,
like I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect from, because he only had like Escaladizi. That was it.
Right.
Escaladizi was like was his own thing, so you can't really use that type of thing to like look at longevity. It could be a one-hit wonder. So coming from Landlands, and then he did a lot of projects and he's been successful in them. All what he's done has been hits, and now he's doing his solo stuff right now. And I think he's number one. That More fair, that one song.
So you've heard it. I was about to play it and ask what your thoughts are on it.
But I know, I like this. Bro, when you did the snippet, I already reposted the song.
Really? Yeah. So have you heard the full thing?
No.
Okay.
I haven't heard the full thing, but
But you have an idea of. It sounds better than the snippet, though. They added a few elements to it. So it sounds cleaner.
I'll probably check it out then.
Okay, so I'll keep playing it then. I think it's a pretty solid song. It's not one that I personally will be going back to, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's not trash. It's a very chill, like even when you're riding through, like you can listen to it.
It's like a hookah lounge, like just a lounge in general.
Yeah, you're chilling with the boys. It's very chill. It's very chill.
Perfect song.
I don't know if it's going to be a summer anthem, like the song of the summer, but it is like a summer playlist for sure.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good song. I can't shout. Shout out to him for still being consistent regardless of whatever anybody is saying. He's definitely building like a loyal fan base. People really fuck with this guy. When he posts his snippet, you see the kind of anticipation that people have towards the music. People are just tapped into him. He's not a fluke. He's not fugazi. He's not a plant. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it looks very organic to me. Nobody's forcing. Like he's like the voice of a new generation in a sense.
Yeah.
So I salute that. I think it's some hater shit to look at what this guy is doing, and then your conclusion is now that like the genre is declining.
It's not declining.
Plus, Mavo is not new. Like, come on, like throughout generations, we've always had outliers that just make very different music. Rewind back, you have a Malam Spicy, and then you have a Terry G, and like you had the outcasts that are just doing good times, right? And people were looking at, and I'm sure everybody had whatever. I feel like back in the day, we didn't really have conversations about, oh, is this substance? But we understood that there's a place for Terry G. When we were in secondary school, there was social nights. That's what we wanted to hear.
Those were good times.
You know? So like throughout generations, we've just had, but then if you go even further back, you had people like Azados, like people that were just crazy, they were just different, and they didn't really sound like what was, was popular.
What I want to, let me just say this one thing. Is a new vacuum that's about to be opened for Nigerian music entertainment, and it's been filled currently with 3 people now. It's Rema, Shali Poppy, and Marvel is a contender.
You put Shali Poppy up there?
In terms of,
I beg to differ on that one, but
in terms of international, they know because they've heard a song more international than they've heard any other person for La. If you go to Louisiana and play Lahore, they know it. Go to Jamaica and play Lahore, they know it.
Sure, but that's just the one song.
No, he has that name recognition already.
Okay.
So compared to like Foladem.
Okay.
The big 3 are about to retire. I don't give a fuck what they say. They were still making music. Yeah, they're gonna come down from their position after a while.
Starting this year.
No, I can't say this year. But they're gonna go into legendary status where like these are like the dons, just like the bands them and Peace Corps them. So they're coming out very soon. The Queen was official. She's retired already. She's not really making that much.
Tiwa.
Yeah, we have a contender that we'll talk about that one later.
For sure.
So it's about it's going to be vacuums open for new artists. So artists, if not get sense now, listen to your audiences and make authentic stuff, make unique stuff. One thing Afrobeats was really good at was people made their own thing, and then if it's good, people like it. Create your own sound. Mm-hmm. If it's good, we like it. See, Mofega, that's his own thing, and when you hear it, you can tell that's his own. Same with Shali Poppy. So you need to create your own stuff. You can't make the generic type song. Have your own niche. It's a very good vacuum to experiment. Joe Boy had that thing with Baby.
Yeah.
That one's it, baby.
I think
so. You there for me, baby. What you want, my baby, my baby. Yeah. And then he ended up following, doing that. He diverted to make regular R&B
Afrobeats and stuff.
So he lost the opportunity there, but he has name recognition at least.
He does.
Well, sure, this is what it is.
In the course of this conversation, and I agree with you about just like being unique and maintaining that uniqueness. Again, part of this conversation about why people think that Afrobeats is declining is because they feel like Afrobeats has not produced a superstar in some time. And now we're talking about Marvel and his presence right now, and the kind of fan base he's building and everything, recognition that he's building. He's kind of stamped his own sound and identity. He has his own vibe going on for him.
Just ignoring our superstar, Joe, I beg.
What is
Rema?
Is Marvel a superstar to you?
No, but what is Rema? Rema just got into the superstar status when 2 years ago?
I think they're talking about like when they broke out. So they're talking about when they're talking about, oh, we haven't had a superstar in a while. They're kind of like saying, okay, Rema was a 2019 guy.
No,
right? His first EP.
That's not when he broke out internationally.
No, but I don't think they're counting when they blew up. They're counting from when did they get introduced to us.
But that doesn't make any sense. I could have been making music for the past 10 years and just now blow up now and now be enter superstar status. I would like gauge from when I started. Jay-Z started in 83 or in the 80s. When do you know Jay-Z? Wasn't it in the late 90s that you know Jay-Z? So that makes no sense. Rema right now is a superstar. Ayra Starr, God, but Ayra Starr one is different.
There are people that think that Ayra Starr is the last one. She's the last superstar.
It's genre cooked. Because we're the only ones that are giving her rubbish criteria. They're making that bar to undermine. Because that makes no sense. That's not how you rate America. Which I'm okay without saying the same thing. Which American superstar would
but
you
this
say?
Is a Nigerian conversation I'm talking about.
Then whoever is making they don't get sense.
Okay.
For me, I'm not going to argue with someone that doesn't have. What kind of how does that matrix make any sense? The reason I'm two now. How would you say that? Rema started in 2019. He's an entry. That we call that a new. What would they call it? New gen artist, right? New best, yeah. But he hits his sponsor story after starts selling out. It takes a while to build up to that. So and then now you're not your superstar.
Yeah.
I beg that.
So you feel like they're kind of being too critical, like setting
overly critical.
Okay, that's fair. I think that's fair. I wouldn't say Marvel is superstar, yeah, but he's on the way to it. there are a lot of good signs. Again, to be that awkward and still have people that,
Nothing, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like when you think about like the superstars, them like the way they dress and stuff, he's just doing his own thing. He doesn't care for all that. He's just in his own lane, just doing his own thing with his own.
Do you think he will reach Pastor Shah? I don't think he will reach Pastor. Like them, remember them. Unless something happens again and he changes.
Okay, maybe not like because being in that Rema space requires you to have a different kind of energy, is what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Like, to get to that point, you gotta be you have to be willing to.
Rema and Ayra Starr, they're very different.
Yeah, you guys do dances, you guys do some kind of challenges.
They're all around
You gotta be here. You gotta be going a lot of places. I don't know yet if he has that in him or if he wants to do that.
He needs a serious.
I don't know
training.
if he wants to get to that height, because again, getting to that height comes with different kinds of responsibilities as well, and everybody might not want that kind of responsibility. So it's up to him, I guess. We'll see. I think the ingredients are there for sure. Like from the foundation, he definitely has that. He has support. He has like people, a great team that are doing wonders with him. Things are moving pretty fast for him.
Okay.
So I think he's on the road there now. Whether he arrives at that destination is a whole other conversation, and only he can answer that question for us. So if we're saying, okay, so I agree with you that Afrobeats is not declining. We can both agree on that. However, we can agree that also that things are changing, right? Like you said, we're the brand new shiny toy, like around the pandemic, during the pandemic, and now it's kind of like things are kind of cooling off. Yes, a lot of artists were able to finesse huge advances and they didn't really deliver on the project side. I will say that that's one thing that has declined in Afrobeats. Like album making has not been as pristine as it should
used to be, yeah.
Yeah, the art of album making definitely has dipped. That part of it.
That's not an Afrobeat problem.
It's not an Afrobeat problem. In hip hop too, there's a lot of skips in albums overall. But because we're an Afrobeat.
But they say that that's also from the label because of unrealistic. That's the corporatism when it comes to making artistry.
For sure.
The expectation is too. You can't you have to let people create as opposed to you can't put a time on you know.
I agree, but I also think people have finessed them. I definitely think so. Some people have taken some money and run away.
I think Nigeria is finessing. Which new original is finessing? Honestly,
not right now, but I'm saying like some of the beneficiaries of that. Afrobeats is the new wave. Some of them, like the mid-tier, like lower-tier artists, have been able to get something, and they were not able to deliver. They've not been able to recoup, which I think is the biggest reason why a lot of the labels are stepping back from that. But looking at all of that, taking all of that into consideration, does it look like Amapiano is going to be the new shiny toy?
They're on the same boat. If anything, Afrobeat is still high, way. It's not even because I'm not saying Amapiano.
Because every other week it seems like there's an Amapiano song or dance that's trending, like on especially on social media, and you're familiar with TikTok too. There's always something.
Same thing. I'm saying like they reach Afrobeat will reach. More, and I'm not talking down on Amapiano. I like Amapiano, but one is the dances. That's the thing that really pushes them out. The way the beat is made actually, but it's because it's not in English, and this sounds weird. At least for me, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. What the world is, because of that little thing. There's only people that really like enjoy music for what it is at its purest form that will listen to it. The reach, because then Afrobeat still has some elements of English, so it's like I can hear but I can't really understand. Right. Something, but the argument can be made with Ashake and some of our artists as well. So I think, but for that reason, Afrobeat has one up internationally.
Okay.
And then even if I try and put them together, not everyone listens to Amapiano because they don't have as big of a reach as Afrobeat does.
Right.
There's Nigerians everywhere in every corner in the world that will always, even the music is trash, they always promote that music. That's where I feel like we have the biggest reach.
Yeah.
That trumps Amapiano. Because if you put them stand on, they are completely different. They're not even the same thing. Yeah. You have to like it for what it is, Afrobeat for what it is, and then Amapiano for what it is, or like both.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing itself is Nigerians is everywhere. So we are easily able to push Afrobeats as opposed to Amapiano.
And I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but for me personally, there's only so much Amapiano I can listen to. Like I have my moments, but I can't.
It's too long.
It's not just too long. It's just too much of the same. Like it just feels like the same shit. Like I get tired of it. And I think there was, again, I've said this before on the pod. There was a period of time where I'm just Amapianoed out. Like it's not that I can't listen to it at all, but sporadically. It's like, okay, here and there, here and there, here and there. But never like, oh, I'm just on a
It's a very
long
like
stretch of
chill
listening to
type, yeah.
Bro, there was a time where, again, too many of our artists were just lock drum, lock drum,
Yeah,
lock drum, lock drum.
abused. They still do every now and
They
then.
overflogged it.
They abused it.
To a lesser extent now, but they did way too much with that. And I was just like,
I was very mad
yo,
about it too.
I was
Everybody,
like, yo, what does Afrobeats even sound like anymore? Because I was struggling to remember what it sounded like.
I was start of it 2021, 2022. No, 2022.
I was too. Yeah, back then I was. Well, yeah. And I went to Nigeria, like the clubs in Lagos. Went to Lagos and like everybody was just, I'm a piano. Everyone was like, what the hell, man? Like I don't,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that Amapiano is overtaking Afrobeats. They're just built very differently, and we just happen to have way more numbers to push it.
Yeah, they're very
Our
different.
artists have a different source. Our producers have a different kind of
So our
source.
producers, like, yeah,
We just have the source, and no attack to South Africa.
and the numbers.
We have the source, we have the numbers. Everything that matters, we have it. I do think that there's plenty space for Amapiano to thrive. I don't think it's Afrobeats or Amapiano.
I think too much overconsumption, just because it doesn't seem like at least what is exposed internationally. Because it
doesn't seem like there's that much variety. The stuff that pops off, like that takes off, is not very you
can your Afrobeat, you can hear distinctions.
You hear the high,
just because
high intensity one, then you hear the low, like
but
the
you know the reason why
melodious.
because they lump it up with Afrobeat when it's their own, it's different, it's all different sounds, but you lump it up and say it's Afrobeat,
right?
That's
right. So now that we've established, okay, the record labels are stepping back, they're not pumping as much money. What does that mean for upcoming and underground artists? Like, what do you think? Do you think that is looking kind of...
Get with the old boys, Joe. They've always sponsored your... Listen, get with them again, they'll sponsor your album. Go back to the
old-fashioned way, huh?
Old-fashioned way, yeah. That worked. That's how we got our guys back then. I can't say names because I don't know them for sure, but... Right. So I got them back then at they just get back to the roots, because you don't need, like I said, you don't need international international guys just want to take advantage of you. Yes, you have that fame, they will give you access, and because you're not independent, you're label owned, you'll be their bitch. But compared to when you literally already self-made, look at 21 Savage now. When you're already independent, once you have your source already, and now they are begging you, now you're the one calling the shots for your this thing. Yeah, just do your thing by yourself. I know I'm saying it's sitting now on the couch.
It's rough.
Open my mouth.
It's rough. And I don't think we can have this conversation without talking about the economics of the day in Nigeria. Right? That's the roots. That is the roots of any conversation about decline and everything.
100%.
It all goes back to our government. And unfortunately, like, too many Nigerians are living in multi-dimensional poverty. You might be listening to this pod and you hear Wale say something about going back to Yahoo Boys, and like, depending on where you stand and how you think about society, that might kind of rub you the wrong way. But unfortunately, in a society like that, it's usually like the criminals that prop up the creatives.
No, just bro, tell them a lot of Nigerians don't understand that it was the whole industry that gave us mid 2000 bangers.
Don't bullshit yourself. It definitely was. Like, don't even try to whine.
But I don't think they know that.
Yahuze was a hit for a reason.
I'm not calling anybody. I'm not calling any tracks. All I'll say is early 2000s.
It's literally called Yahuze. You have to call it. It's literally in the name. It's literally in the name. Niggas are talking about hammering boys at the also. Okay, free that one. Maga don't pay. It was like so blatant. It's like, come on, like, bro. Osofia got a hit of talking about defrauding white men and selling them fake airports. Mm-hmm. Like, a Nollywood actor got a hit of singing about defrauding white people.
I keep telling, and then people that want to say the scammers thing is kind of just scam. We're not scamming you guys, man. We're scamming the guys that are scamming us, and you guys are no, for real.
Reparations.
like I always tell them, whenever you have like them in the comments, it's South Africans that want to talk, you just open their mouths. I'm like, we're always scamming. What's scamming any of you guys? Why are you complaining? For us trying to liberate us.
You say, why are they complaining?
Like, bitch, we're not scamming you. We're scamming the guys that are scamming us. And we're doing it in the most sophisticated way that they're putting us on the news. Because they want doesn't even matter.
Okay, listen, I don't think these niggas really have altruistic reasons behind it.
No, they're not.
At the end of the day, Shana theft. This is not no Robin Hood shit, I don't think.
It is not, actually.
Yeah, they're just taking money and investing it in shit that they like, which happens to be music, right? They're also investing it in streetwear. clothes.
Yep.
Just the shit that they like. It's not like they're really going and,
Creating like a multi-national.
like creating like campaigns to end poverty and stuff. And I'm not saying it's their job to do that, but it's not like, again, it's not like the thing is to give back and uplift other people. The thing is for them to invest in the things and the products that they enjoy. And that happens to be music and musicians as well, by extension. But we have to be honest about what it is, and it's straight up theft. But when you talk about the society, and again, so many Nigerians living in multi-dimensional poverty, we also have to have that conversation about how the artists are no longer really making money out of their streams. We already know that streams don't really hold as much value in Nigeria as they do outside, which also opens up that conversation about Afrobeats listeners in Nigeria and how they consume music, because that conversation about piracy definitely comes up as well.
They already underpay them with the streams. You know how when it comes to country, in its own version of racism, the stream here is already low. They pay the artists here in the US here streams under the value. Let's start with that. In Africa, it's worse. They pay them even way lower compared to, and then we have bigger numbers. So you would think
it's like $30 to $300 or something like
some ridiculous ass shit.
Some shit like that.
And then you have most of our artists mostly make money from the diasporas and touring.
Yeah.
They don't make money from the actual music itself. They make music when they actually go outside and sell it.
Yeah. So, considering the state of the economy and in these Tinubu times and everything like that, do you think that is justified for Afrobeats consumers to pirate music in order to enjoy the product of their favorite artists?
That's a very hard question, man, because you need to keep the diasporas are already supplementing them, but the artists also need to. You don't a Davido. You're not a Wizkid. Mm-hmm. Those ones they're not depending on streams anymore. They have like deals. They have like fashion deals and stuff.
They're chilling.
So you don't need to buy the latest car. You need to put that money, reinvest it into your art, and then grow yourself then, because things are a lot harder now than it was for those guys. For those guys, it was easier, at least in a sense, in economic state, for them to build what they are right now. Mm-hmm. For you, it's a lot harder, so you have to be smart with your money. Mm-hmm. Your consumers are actually they will pirate it. Mm-hmm. The Afrobeats consumers would pirate it. I literally was on what's it called again? They have the underground DJ guys that will mix stuff. Bro, they will pirate your stuff. The money is not there. Everyone is struggling, and they want to enjoy themselves too. So if you're smart, make your money. When you make your money, just reinvest your money into this thing. Divert, put it inside. What's that thing called? Small businesses. Mm-hmm. Any chance you get, you already have the name
diversify your portfolio. Is it?
Yeah,
essentially is what you're saying.
Diversify. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what you need to stay in. Don't put your money fully on the music game. It's not going to be
that part. I definitely agree with. I mean, you see somebody like Thames and what she's doing. Like she's in football. She's with, I think it's a Hennessy or something. I don't even know if she drinks, but like she's
don't drink.
Yeah, like she's partnering up with different people. Like
she has access.
She does have access, but I'm just saying that as far as like her method, how she going about it. Now that because there are people with access that never thought to do these things, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell she's building something for the long term, something outside of music as well.
I'll say one name. I think he's not doing it. Charlie Poppy. I think he had access.
He's definitely not doing it.
I think he had access. He got exposure, and he did not compared to a Mr. Easy type.
Yeah. To his credit, not every artist will have that business mind, like the type that Mr. Easy has. Charlie Poppy, what he has done that I haven't really seen a lot of people.
He's still young though, so
he is.
Yeah.
But one thing that he has done that I absolutely 1000% salute him for is the fact that he has put on his brothers.
And of course, I love him for that. I love him for that so much.
And then Famous Pluto, and they've all had hits.
They need to.
Each of them has had hits. Do you know how hard it is? You got on and then you put two of your brothers. I think that's all the brothers. Maybe I don't know if there's more.
I think just three.
At least I think it's three of them. You put on all your brothers, and they are standalone. It's not like you have to keep doing the heavy lifting for them.
So I don't know what he's doing, but I don't think he's dumb. I think right now he's enjoying life. I don't think he's dumb.
Yeah.
I think he's going to probably eventually do it. But I think he's just starting out because of things seem very uncertain right now.
Right. Things are very, very uncertain. And I think that for the underground artists in times like this where the money is not flowing in like it used to, this is a time to really connect with the diaspora. I didn't say panda. Notice I didn't say panda, I said connect. So again, the same way you're making your good music like that, do your best to try to get to them. There's so many different avenues right now, right? Like if you're in Nigeria, the SoundCloud rate is not. I don't think what we pay for SoundCloud here is what
I don't think.
they
I
pay
don't
for
think. They,
SoundCloud
I don't
there.
think they pay. Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like way less. Tap into that. Use your SoundCloud. Like there's
Mixes.
Untitled as well. The Untitled app where you can put unreleased music. Like figure out how to get your music to those ears because that's what Marvel has been able to do. The diaspora, the young diaspora Nigerians and Africans
They
in
could
Canada
chop him
and
like
the US,
crazy, yeah.
they are like really pushing that guy's music. They support him. You know what I'm saying? Like they love him for who he is. Because I think in a lot of ways he reminds them of
Or just
themselves.
Of when you're in high school, like just
Yeah, like when I was
enjoy-
awkward or I was just my unique self
There's
and
always
nobody
that guy,
understood me.
and then he can't blow too. So like,
And it's like that's an extension of you. I can totally see why they support him. It's more than just the music; it's the representation.
Okay.
So make sure that you're getting to all the eyes, all the ears that fuck with what it is that you're doing. Like they understand it. Forget the old heads. Like every generation has those parents or those older people that are like, oh, this is tragic. Everybody has said that about every fucking
everyone,
generation.
even we are starting to say
Even
that
we're
right
starting
now.
to say it.
About the
So
younger ones
fuck all
too,
that.
so,
You cannot cater
yeah.
to every single person. The music that we're listening to growing up, our parents did not understand it. And they're like, what the hell? You think our parents were vibing to Terry G the way that we were? But even when they were growing up, our grandparents were shitting on the music they were listening to.
yeah.
They didn't understand
It's a
it.
generational
So
thing.
don't even worry about what anybody is saying about you're not a superhero. Guy, tap in because if they can listen to these American artists that you are influenced by, they can listen to you too.
Yes.
Straight up. So there's a bag there. However, that also means you have to compromise, right? Because again, the state of the economy means that Nigerians back home cannot support you the way they'd love to, the way that they would want to, the way that you would like to. So while there is that piracy and it's not going away anytime soon, however, what the trade-off is, as you're not getting money, you're getting more reach through that. The same way when I was growing up, I was going to the junction and they were selling R. Kelly versus T-Pain albums, which obviously was not a real thing, right? Like, or you'd be like Two-Face versus T-Pain, or like some MI versus Rick Ross, and you have like 20 Rick Ross songs and like 20 MI songs that you've never heard on the radio. That used to put me on. It made me excited. I'll take my 15 naira and go to take Okada to the junction, go get one of those CDs or something like that. Go home. I was so excited. I'd put it in because our TV had a disc compartment. Put it in there when there was light, or like put it in the radio. Then when I had a chance, I'll go to all these small shops where they sold phones and stuff. Have it put on my PSP so I could have it always with me. It was very exciting.
Yeah.
At the time, did I know what I was? Did I know that they're removing money from? I wasn't thinking about it. I just wanted to enjoy the music. But I used that avenue to also put other people onto music as well. It was very exciting times, and I think that now instead of the CDs, you have like some of the online websites and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I do understand that it is unfair to you as a creative that your music, your work is getting pirated and you cannot benefit from it. But look at the bigger picture. There is some benefits with
benefit from shows.
from that reach of like people being able to access your music,
access,
and carry you on top of their head, support you, put you out there in the streets. All of that, everything is linked. That exposure, and I know you guys like to think exposure is whining, but in this, it's a very, very real thing in this sense that we're discussing.
There are people who are defending Marvel that he's been there since 2020, and we just found him out last year. Yeah. Or was it a year and a half ago?
Yeah, like last year.
We were like, it's 2020. I'm like, I don't fucking know it was 2020.
Nobody knew, but he's been grinding.
But
he's been grinding.
It was
and look at that, 5-6 years later, it paid off for him.
Yeah, it was probably pirate, Bluetooth. Give me Bluetooth. This thing was
even himself. I'm sure he has pirated music.
Yeah,
I'll be saying that.
That's his exposure, and then that's how you create your grassroots fans.
Yes. So in a sense, piracy is a cultural necessity. It is still theft. Let's not do that thing where people sit there and be like, we're doing it because capitalism and we're fighting the system. No, niggas no get money. That is really what is behind it. Let's not try to make it what it is. It is theft, but we also understand in these times it is a necessity. Because that's another thing I was seeing. People were trying to have like this philosophical, like, don't try to dress it up. See, that's why Nigeria is corrupt the way it is. Because people will be lying to themselves and trying to dress things up as something that they are not. But it is a necessary evil. I'm so sorry. Like, because what is the alternative? okay, if you don't get money, don't listen to music then.
Everyone benefits. All parties benefit.
Everybody's benefiting in one way or the other. It's just one of those things. It is what it is. We just got to live with it, because really, what are you going to do about it, right? But people are also having this conversation about piracy with like books, for example, or like Nigerian movies and like media. And I think in a way it extends to it. I can see the unfairness on the side of the people that
those people need to shut the fuck up. Do you know why?
Why?
Why do you think Nollywood is the second
as big as it is, right?
India has 1 point, how many billion
people?
That is Nollywood the second after Hollywood. What do you think pushing? You think it was because Nigerian ingenuity to create a distribution system that it was piracy. You have Caribbeans defending, literally, they'll tell you, they have guys, my work, also, I had this one, she's an older colleague, she's an older black lady, no diaspora descent, she's an American through and through. She said, oh yeah, as a kid, I used to watch a lot of the Nigerian movies, and we just, our neighbors would get the CDs from there, and then, bro, the distribution company itself, they were underpaying them, is because the industry itself did not create a structure. Right. Or the governments did not utilize the structure that they had, the reach that they had.
Yeah.
But that's what made it the second biggest.
Right. So all these vices, again, the Yahoo boys, the piracy, all of that, you can have a moralistic conversation about those, but they are a necessary part of the bigger,
at least for us,
picture.
We don't have access, unfortunately.
Definitely.
For access for us, piracy is actually one of the key stuff for grassroots type creations.
Yeah. Speaking of scammers, man, happy Women's History Month. To all the ladies out there and
hold on, how you gonna start like that? What the fuck does that mean? Speaking of scammers, what the fuck?
I kid, ladies, no vex. I'm
crazy.
A little jokey joke. But happy Women's History Month, man. And in having this conversation about, like whether we have any emerging superstars in Afrobeats and just what's like the changing structure means for upcoming artists and stuff, we already know that it's harder for women as well coming up in the industry. You don't see a lot of them come up the way that men do, for whatever reason that is.
I don't even know what the reason is. Women also don't even consume their
like counterparts music, right, products. They really don't. And I want to tie back to a conversation we had on the last pod when we're having the conversation about Ayra Starr and her management and everything. The feedback from her stans and fans is
you should read some of the comments.
I mean, I'm down to
absolutely insane.
A lot of people were upset, and in the spirit of Women's History Month, I have to ask that question: like, are we? And I don't just mean the two of us, but I mean as consumers, as cultural commentators, are we too harsh on female creatives?
Are you asking me this?
Yes.
See, I won't lie to anybody, man. I don't give a shit if you're a guy or a girl, especially if you're a blockheaded fan. I'm saying that because today I already came here angry already. Especially because you're a blockheaded fan and you're not willing to open your freaking ears to listen to what an outside person is trying to say about an artist. We're not trying to put the artist down. We're not being overcritical. It's like we're trying to tell you exactly what seems or what we see as an issue or is the problem.
Right. Don't
come on there and be acting like we are dumb. You probably started listening to the girl before you started listening to the girl. What are you talking about? So no, we are not being too critical on especially Ayra Starr because we want her to win. I'm telling you, she's our Tiwa Savage coming up in this time.
Yeah.
Say again?
No, I'm responding to what's.
I want the girl to win. So if you're in the comments and you are making it seem like we're haters, what? Let's be honest. What am I hating Ayra Starr for? You get what you they hate for Ayra Starr in general. Like she's a upcoming international rising star that needs to be uplifted. And if we're seeing something that is look like a hindrance in her career, we are pointing it out,
right?
Not trying to put her down.
That's what we're doing. And we talk about guys the same, maybe even
worse.
Even worse.
That's not worse.
We were kind of turning it back, if we're being honest with Ayra.
Absolutely insane.
And despite all the comments that were people were upset or insulting or everything, you know what's crazy? Nobody really said it wasn't true. The biggest issue was that
Those excuses.
we mentioned Tyler. Oh, why are you always comparing Tyler? And I'm like, listen,
That's a direct
we're not
competition.
comparing them. We're just talking about, we're showing like, okay, here's what one person did that works, and here's what the other person is doing that's not
It's
working.
not working. That's a direct
That's
competition.
literally what we are doing. It's not to say this person is more talented or da. And somebody was like, but even then, you know how Tyler stands are. They will still come and this thing because every time that you guys mention them in the same conversation, I'm so sorry. Is it my fault that they're both out at the same time? Are we going to act like that has always been a thing?
Yes.
Right? Either it's Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, or it was Nicki Minaj and
Direct
Lil
competition.
Kim,
Yes.
or it was Nicki Minaj and Iggy, and then at one point it was Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, whoever
Yeah.
the fuck.
I mean,
like there's always like something.
Draw it though. Not everyone has those direct competitions. That's why you don't see that compare. Like Rema didn't have any direct competition to compare him to, or the bands them. But in cases like you just gave examples, you have artists that come out that have direct competition.
Especially with the women, because it's already a very tight lane.
Yeah.
So you will always have that, okay, when there's this person who's the next closest thing. Honestly, if it wasn't Tyler, it probably would be Thames. Like, let's be for real. And it's not like I'm creating a narrative.
Yeah, that'll be hard.
Yeah, it probably would be. So
It'll be hard to
it's not.
kinda
Yeah, it's not like what.
describe.
Yeah,
Because
but
they don't make the
they're
same.
not. But
Yeah.
they, as people will still try to
They're trying to
kind
make
of do
comparisons.
that.
That is
thing,
true, that is true.
Right? When it was Tiwa Savage, it was Yemi Alade and Tiwa Savage.
It was not even a competition, to be honest.
It wasn't, but that was the
because
was still the
She
conversation.
didn't have consistent hits like Tiwa did.
Right. But when she was coming up, there was still that, like thing,
Then,
like people were pitting them against, even though they weren't really
They're
on
not
that
in
type
the
of time.
same- yeah,
They
they
weren't
weren't
on
the
that
same
type of time.
level. No.
But that has always been a thing, and it will always be a thing, right? So again, that is not what it is that we're trying to do. But we're also not the people that will come out and be kissing us because listen, Ayra Starr, I fuck with you. Like I want the best for you. I want you to win.
Tell her.
However, when I see some shit that is not looking right, I will sit here and I will say, yo, this shit doesn't look right.
Ayra Starr, when you came up, I did not like you, but like I didn't listen to your music like that because you were for the girls and you listen to the girl music. And then Rush came out and I listened to Rush and I watched the video. It just seemed very fun. It looked very like I'm like
Yeah.
shit, I like this.
Like she was having
And
a
then
blast.
you put out the album and then I liked some songs from the album.
Yeah.
I'm critical of the album, but I liked some of the songs from the album.
I like
and
Woman
then
Commando.
I'm
That's
your
a nice
fan.
song too.
Eh?
Woman Commando. That was a good one.
Woman Commando.
Yeah,
and she
I like that.
featured, bro. I like the album.
Her verse on that, her first verse was fine.
Was good. So you were good. You were a good artist. We know how you're trying to put you down or compare you to Tyler, but Tyler, like we've been saying, is the competition, and we're trying to draw parallels. This is what Tyler is doing that you're not doing right. What is with this shift? When this person is going hard on, you're going hard left.
Wale is the biggest critic of Tyler too. Like
I am
have you not
the
heard-
biggest
Have you
critic
not
of
heard?
Tyler.
Have you niggas not
People
heard what he has to say about her?
I think I absolutely hate that girl.
Exactly.
Maybe
But
there's
then when
some
we
truth
put
to
them in
that,
the
but I
same
do not
sentence-
actually hate the girl.
But then when we put them in the same sentence, people act like as if you're trying to put Ayra Starr down.
down.
When, again,
Insane.
if you think what we're saying about Ayra is bad, go and listen to what Wale has said about Tyler. Like
Go listen to the audio. Go listen to the
everything but called her everything but a child of God.
I think the audio one was worse, right? Yeah, no, there are.
So yeah, I disagree with that sentiment. Listen, if you're going to be in this business, you can't half step. You cannot come and be doing women enter the club free on top of cultural criticism. Like at least not here, not at this party. That's not what we do. Everybody will collect equally, male, female, both together, whatever you are, you go collect. Like if we're seeing something that we like, we'll say it. If we see something that we don't like, we'll also say it. And I feel like it does not serve you. It is not to your benefit if people see something that you can optimize and they don't say, hey, you could be doing this better. You know what I'm saying? If everybody around you is a kiss ass, like how are you supposed to elevate to the next level? So on that note, Ayra did just drop, and I want to play her song, and I would like to.
As the entirety?
I'll play like half of it. We don't need to listen to the whole thing. We just need to catch a verse and a hook.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I heard the right song, but if once he played it, I know it's the right song.
Okay, I think let's do. Before I get into it, do you have any expectations going into the single?
So, honestly, man, I don't want to have any expectation. I just want to listen to it and just hear bam. Because this is after Hot Body, Abi.
Yeah, I think this is Hot Body was the last.
So
Oh no, Hot Body happened, and then I think Give Me That came after Hot Body, didn't it?
Which one?
Didn't Give Me That with
Well, I know, but Hot Body was a
that came
bigger one.
after. Yeah.
I'm talking about
Hot Body was
the
a
song
bigger
that yeah.
Okay. So no expectations.
I don't have any expectations.
I feel exactly the same
I'm
way.
going to go in because of your fans, so they can.
Listen, I'm also zero expectations here. Just off the back of a lot of things, some of the recent changes that I've been seeing her undergoing, again, the style, her living space, like where she's at, that kind of thing. Like, I don't have any expectations because there's a lot that just seems to be changing with Ayra Starr right now.
Okay.
So there's no telling what to expect. Hot Body did set the bar pretty high, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a good ass song.
I feel like that's even more reason why I'm like, okay, let me not, because it's very hard to follow up a song like that with another hit, right?
I'm only critical
in the spirit of that conversation
That's
about direction and everything. This is Ayra Starr. Where do we go?
You come and see me. Back in Mercedes. You know the spot you want. You've been here before. There we go.
It's on.
Alright. We're gonna run it back. Let's go. Ayra Starr. Where do we go?
You come and see me. Back in Mercedes. You know the spot you want. You've been here before. There we go. After my friends, you're out of town. You don't need to know what we doing after hours. I'ma need that back, boy, my turn. Spin the block and I give us a try. All the time that you spend in my mind. Yeah, you love when I'm drunk off the wine. Then I call you out of line. Yeah, you leave me on, then I follow you blind. Where do we go from here? After I dry my tears.
Oh my God, man.
How do we say goodbye? You never made it clear. I wanna know.
It's good though.
Where do we go? Where do we go?
Thoughts and prayers.
This is my issue with Afrobeats to the world.
Okay.
You see, one thing, specialties here is, I listen to beats, he's more of a lyric person. I would speak on the lyrics first. I didn't really read the lyrics, but I would speak on her. She carried the song.
Okay.
The song doesn't sound like Afrobeats. It sounds like, that's even the way she was singing, it sounds like it was like an American type. It didn't feel like Afrobeats. That's not Afrobeats to me at all. That's the first thing. Secondly, the producer. I can tell damn well this is not a Nigerian person that produced this beat.
Okay.
Am I tweaking? There's no way this is an Afrobeat producer.
Keep going.
She carried the song. She did a good job singing the song. The song is not bad itself, but it's not what I would want to hear from Ayra Starr. But I can't blame her though, because you cannot compare. You cannot not compare. Tyler will make something like this, so is in the same comparison. She's being removed from her niche and making her create the international version of what Afrobeat. They're trying to make what is it Afrobeat? Oh, is it Nigerian guy?
No.
It's not a Nigerian producer.
Swedish Iranian.
Yeah. You know when a Nigerian person makes a song. Sometimes you don't know because the song, it was just like, that's crazy. But for the most part, you can tell. When I heard this stuff, I already just hearing the way it was composed and it was layered. It was nothing about it sounded.
It didn't sound like home, huh?
It didn't sound like home, no. Okay. So that's what I didn't like. So for me, my biggest critic was the production was not good. She carried the song itself because she came and she did exactly what the production sounded like. She did what she was supposed to do.
What the beat required.
That's what she did.
Yeah.
But the beat for me was why that song? You can't come from Rush, come from your biggest hits. You hear what it sounds like, and then you make this. There's something new.
Yeah.
That's not what you are known for.
Yeah.
I beg the stand, please don't come for me. I'm just this as a not a stand. I don't like it.
Yeah. The title of the song is "Where Do We Go," and I think the answer to that question is on the song. And I guess our destination is Manhattan. The New York is really loud in this
Right.
one. This is for the Americans, clearly.
Yeah, this is not for.
This is what was that? The voguing. This is like Vogue music. The girlies, the gays would definitely love. They'll eat this shit up.
So that's good.
That is good for
That's
her.
good. Okay, that's good.
That is a good part of her fan base, though.
Yes.
You know, the girlies, the gays. You know, they are like very. They're
Okay.
big on Ayra, especially her fans in Brazil.
Oh.
Same demographic. You know.
Okay, that's
demographic.
good then.
So that part I could definitely see
For
that.
her, yeah.
As far as those of us that started off when she first dropped, she's kind of leaving us behind. And I guess again, it's very ironic that that's the title. Where do we go? Where are we going? Where they carry us, they go. Some of us they go where we don't know. And then there are other people that know where it is exactly that you're taking them. But yeah, she's moving further and further away from what we've come to know her for, which is interesting because Hot's Body is not close to a year old yet, right? It just dropped last year, and it was after the summer because that song didn't drop in the summer; it dropped afterwards. So yeah, it hasn't been a year old yet, and we're getting this. Listen, I understand that Ayra, as far as your superstardom is concerned, I think Maven has looked at you and they're like, listen, we've done everything we can, and you're kind of bigger than Nigeria right now. So we need to hand you off to somebody who has experience handling people abroad. Hence the Rock Nation management's P, and this seems like a Rock Nation kind of call. On that Maven, I don't know like if this is what we get.
You would never get into this.
Yeah, we're not getting this.
I like her versatility though.
Yes, listen, Ayra, you did what needed to be done with this beat, like, and I think she also compensated for it by like really giving maybe one of her most highlight-worthy vocal performances. Like she's really like singing, like like
Very good.
stuff that the Afrobeats production doesn't really require from you. Again, you're in a very interesting space. The clothes are changing. The location has changed. Clearly, the sound is starting to change. I don't know where you're going with this. Clearly, I'm not a passenger on this ride. Wherever it is that you're going, I hope that you get to your destination. I hope it ends. I hope this journey ends well for you.
I mean, but if she's catering like you said, then that's good. It's always it's not bad to always
it's not bad to throw
songs for your other.
I would be really concerned if I get like 3-4 more songs like this. Then I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, you gone for real.
You will lose me, 100%.
Yeah. This one is not for me, but that's okay. Not everything has to be for me. You are in a different stratosphere right now. So that means that you need to give a certain thing to some folks. And I think those folks are eating good. I think they're very happy with this. I'm just not one of those people. But I'm also not that person that's going to pretend that, oh my God, I love this so much.
Okay.
Ayra, shout out to you. We love you here on the Underground Unreleased pod. We want the best for you. Again, I really do understand and empathize with the fact that this is like a huge transitionary moment, and it doesn't seem like, sometimes you don't have the luxury of having the time to adjust. Like you're kind of adjusting for all of us to see, and that can be a very tough journey. So I wish you the best in that. Looking forward to what you have to give us for that album this year.
She has an album coming out this year.
Supposed to.
Okay.
That's the word. That's the word. And I hope to get it, honestly. It's one that I'll be looking for.
Honestly, Ayra, fight for them to put, even if it's 3-4 core Afrobeats in there. If you make 10 songs, put like 3-4. If you make 8 songs, put like 3-4. You're dominating dating, and you're most consistent and your grassroots bigger following is Afrobeats listeners. So don't let yourself don't let them bully you into putting something that that wouldn't cater to us as well too. Yes, we have to go international, but don't forget grassroots, because once you lose us like this, international, they listen to you for like, oh, I like her, that's it. Yeah. It's not like us that we're keeping track with your progress.
Right.
That's why you call us grassroots. We want you to succeed. So please and please try and put at least 3-4 songs for us. We carried the hot body, and I still listen to that shit. I'm gonna bash it on the way home.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a summer song.
Keeping that on rotation. Before the release of this song, she made a statement on women empowerment and her advice to females. And she said, I will say this to all girls: don't let anybody have power over you. Have your own say and don't allow people's dreams or limitations predict your limitations. So just do you. And Ayra, I truly, truly hope that you followed your advice.
Yeah.
Until then, until the next drop, this is what I'm going to be jamming. It's going to be my shit. It's too good.
It's too good. It's a good song.
It's too good. It's too good.
If anything, this is more of a R&B type.
Yeah, but it caters to everybody.
Yeah. And my favorite part is coming up right now. It's like,
in case you didn't hear it the first time, focus.
I love that part so
real
much.
Shit. It's real shit. Like,
yeah, I love that part so much of the song.
Come on now. Makes sense, so makes sense.
It's a very good song. Very good song.
Makes sense, so makes sense.
Yeah, that was very good
makes
song.
sense. It makes sense, die.
Yeah.
One of those ones where, man, if you're in the club or something, the ladies have no.
They don't even play it in the club, honestly.
Yeah. No, but like you're at a party, at a function, like some at a concert, like you gotta go ahead with that shit. Ayra, again, shout out to you. Angelique Kidjo just, in the spirit of women's history, she just announced an album, by the way. And Ayra Starr is actually one of the features on there. I don't know if you've seen. You don't really listen to Angelique Kidjo, do you?
I listen to old stuff. I'm not kept up since the 90s.
That's crazy. You should definitely tap in with the new shit. And I just think it's curious because I think if Ayra drops this year, right, and she's dropping, and Ayra's on her album. I'm not a big Grammy guy, but I like to have that Grammy conversation every now and then. I think it might be looking like Ayra might get something out of this. I do think it would be an interesting matchup if Angelique Kidjo's album and if Tyler drops an album or project this year and they're like in the same category. Because to me, Tyler is like supposed to be the new Angelique Kidjo as far as the Grammys are concerned.
They should never...
And the OG Angelique Kidjo is here. Like, I feel like there might be something. On her album, Angelique Kidjo's album, which is titled Hope 2. It's just Hope with exclamation marks. She has Pharrell and Quavo on one song. She has The Cavemen on one song. She has Davido on one song. And Ayra Starr is somewhere on this as well. I think. Yeah. Ayra Starr is on track 2. Will you be listening?
I'll check it out.
Yeah, whenever it drops. I like some of these feature.
I'm seeing the features, and for me,
it
doesn't look like it goes.
It sounds kind of
all over the place.
I want to hear what like a song with Quavo and
with like Angelique Kidjo.
Like on
Quavo?
her album. Yeah, is she? I wonder is she also trying to switch it up? She's seen what the girlies are doing, and she's and this genre is just dropping in April, on April 24th.
Okay,
I think we should listen and review. When it does drop,
can do a live listen to on TikTok.
Definitely, we could definitely do one of those. I'd be down to listen to that. All right. So once again, in the spirit of Women's History Month, because we love the ladies, we so love you guys. Thank you to all of you that are listening to the pod, giving your own critique and supporting in your own way. I want to put you guys on to some upcoming female artists, at least 5 of them. That's I think are making really good music. Nigerian female artists, by the way, that I think that everybody should check out. Before I go into it, do you have any artists in mind?
I do, but the song is not released yet.
Oh, unreleased music.
It's on TikTok on my phone. I don't remember anything I have to do with that phone, but it's on TikTok. I could have gone and played it on there. It's a very good song.
Who's the artist?
It's some random guy just did a a spin on Fuji and Afro
Trap.
Trap. I don't know if you heard it.
I know the one you're talking about. I'm talking about for women now.
That
You're talking about the guy. I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah, that guy. That one song.
I know
that song. That song.
Let me bust your head. There's two now.
I heard the second one too.
The second one.
I think the first one was better.
Yeah, definitely, but both are hard. All right. Okay. So, 5 female artists that you should definitely be listening to. 5 Nigerian female artists that you should definitely be listening to. Number 1, she just dropped 2. Adana Duru. I think she's in LA. She's LA based, but she's Nigerian born. And this is nothing to say for all the lovebirds, the super soft women out there.
Trust anyone. All these niggas wanna fuck, but I'd rather peek in the cup and clean it all up. Then you came around and you figured me out. You be loving me down, down. Push will come and shove, 'cause it always does. And you'll be right there to bail me out, no matter what. When everybody folds and I'm all alone, you're my heart.
I'll try and make it quick. Number 2 is Princessa by Indie. This one is more aligned with the new age of artists in Nigeria. So sound is much different from
the first one.
Just heard, yeah.
Okay.
So here we go.
You got me feeling, you got me feeling, you got me feeling.
This will be underground.
Yeah, it is. Third one is from Inina and it's titled Dumb
Nina?
Bitch Punch. Inina. Do you know her?
OG Nina.
Don't know who the OG is. Is there No, I don't think. No, I don't think so.
You don't know that?
I don't think it's not her though.
Okay.
She good situation, ships falling. He don't pick up when I'm calling.
It's not the same girl.
It's definitely not the same girl.
Over us. When I'm done and shift things up, you and me with shit can go both ways. Childish shit over all these games. Bite my tongue.
Almost sounds like Thames.
In a sense, yeah.
Show what you too much change, Bobby. Listen to me when I tell you I'm drained.
And number 4, we have Why Always Me from Dila, another underground rapper.
The fuck is Dila, bitch? Why always me?
Okay. I'm not. Are you able to reserve my comments?
I mean, hey, go ahead. Give your comments.
When we finish.
Okay. Feel like a butterfly, sting like a bee. How can it not be me when I book out shows in the West End? How can it not be me when I shut down shows and I'm causing a scene? How can it not be me? How can it not be me? Yes, I got racks and racks. Deep in my pockets, addicted like you.
I like this.
All right, and last but not least, we have Let Me Remind You by Amaya. You are my African queen. I'm just kidding.
I promised I wouldn't want this no more.
I like this song. Well, I'm biased to songs like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna brush up. The first one, you're gonna have the hardest because you're making music that 2,000 people are already making already. So it's good music, but it's gonna be hard because you have actual competitions. Your best thing to do right now is kind of explore other genres.
Yeah.
The second one is underground, very Nigerian underground type alter. So your fan base is not gonna be that big. You need to also diversify or expand, or at least be consistent, and maybe one day you make it bigger. You make the album bigger. The third one, unique sounding. I forgot that one almost. That's Nina Nabi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one wasn't that bad. I like what it sounds like.
Yeah.
The fourth one was good as well too. I forgot what the fourth one was. it Nina? But I think this last one, I'm biased to it. I like songs like this, but it's still in the realm where like a lot of people are making that music. So yeah. Okay. But Thames is the fourth one. Thames sounding. Yeah. So.
And with that, we wrap up another dope episode of Underground Unreleased. We are running out of time. But just again, because it's for the ladies today, right? There's one more song that's I want just one more that I want to wrap up with. But I gotta pull it up, and I'm looking for it here. Give me a second. Say something to fill up the silence while I'm
the fourth one you use your Thames sounding, so I don't know how that would go for you. And the fifth one, I'm biased, but you're still in a competitive arena, so you just have to be very, very exceptional at what you do. First and last one, you have to be very exceptional for you to stand out in your. This is my real advice is just to diversify. Your thingy.
Your thing. Okay. All right. So the last one I'm going to play is called Lagos Loving by Shawa. I just didn't want to end this episode without giving her flowers. She sounds closest to Asha. So if you like Asha, you'll definitely fuck with this. All right. Here we go.
She will make it.
Just like that.
It's very unique. It's very distinct. You will always know it's her. I don't even know this song, but I like the song already.
You like it already? Yeah. Shout out to Shawa, man. Keep doing what it is that you're doing. I got you. Keep doing what it is that you're doing. We'll fuck with you on the pod. I fuck with you heavy.
Yeah, it's very unique. Explore, man. Explore, be experimental.
She's over there in Canada doing that thing, man. She's over there in Canada. Another one.
Nigga,
it's the last one. We're done. With that, we wrap up another dope episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you, everybody, all the guys, all the women that are listening, all the support. Those of you that will like 10 videos on our social media and will not follow. What's up with that? Like, do better. That's
follow us on TikTok and then on Instagram as well too.
Instagram,
same name, I think.
We're on YouTube, yes, Unreleased NG on all platforms.
Yeah, could you guys watch it on YouTube as well?
Yes, can you do that, please? You have us looking crazy.
Yeah, watch it on YouTube.
Like, I had 10 views on one video and it was my group chats.
You know, to afford this studio, we need to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So please
do that for us, all right? And with that,
peace out.
Yeah.